This morning.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
Nice to have you here.
Oh, well, let's discuss the policies of the current administration, many of which have been misunderstood or have faced resistance. What is behind the difficulty in gaining widespread acceptance and, endorsement of these policies? Is it due to poor conception or the criticisms politically motivated?
Well, thank you for having me and good morning. I don't think that the policy has a poor wide acceptance. It does have, which is why you find the implementation easy, and then we have a broad-based perspective on the effectiveness of the policy. But I think that the opposition and naysayers are louder in their voice than the actual people whom the policy is targeted at. Well, of course, the policy targets the opposition as well. But usually when you bring politics into governance, then you mix it up. It is like a distraction because politics is about interest. Politics is like a game, like a sports. Politics is about de-emphasizing the strength of the opponent and emphasizing your own strength, finding the fault of that person. And that is not that period for the politicking. When that time comes when everybody will be asked to go to the market and begin to advertise their candidate, that is when that will be welcome. At this point, what we need is to look at the policies of the government and the deliverables. Are these policies impactful? Do we have a testimony to support that? The policies we're implementing, are they such that there are better alternatives? So in a normal climate where politics is played in its own serenity, the opposition talk about politics vis-a-vis what they believe to be better alternative. So, for example, if you talk about a particular policy you want to do, they will say, no, we do not think that this policy will work or that this policy you're bringing will take a longer time. Ours would have been A, B, and C. But because they are bereft of ideas and probably they're also confused where they are in their political parties, they don't have a direction. And usually when you have like a monkey in a cage who is struggling to find path and cannot find, everything else in the cage is an enemy. And that's the situation we're having. But our concentration, as far as our job is concerned, is to communicate to Nigerians on the effectiveness of the government policy. We have seen that in education, through the NEL fund. You've seen the acceptability and the impact of that funds, the loans to the students. We've seen that in agriculture, marked improvement. Even when we had the flood, which affected food production and consequently reflected in the food inflation, we're able to find a way. Just a few days ago, the president has signed and approved lots of money to be able to fix the dam. We've seen that in the area of security. You have just seen, I think about yesterday or 2 days ago, where the bandits surrendered, after observing that, look, it is better for us to work with government. It's better for us to avoid this rancor, these criminal activities, because we believe that government will listen to our agitation. So there's a broad-based application of this policy. And we welcome feedback from Nigerians. Feedback in the sense that if you feel it is not impactful, we are welcoming. Okay. This is a government that welcomes criticism as well, because we consume criticism as a feedback, even if it is intended to be mischievous. We take the good ones, we apply it to what we are doing, because there is no government that is perfect anywhere in the world. Okay. You always shape on your policy and then you keep moving.